Okay, hi, my name is Diane Sassano, and I am a medium psychic. And I am talking with a client who recently lost her husband prematurely. Um, and obviously, all my clients, I really don't know that much about them other than what is channeled to me and what I feel. Um, this is Dawn, and we spoke previously. Um, through a text messaging, and I passed the message along before from her husband. And she asked me if I could read her again, which of course is my honor to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and explain to Dawn what was told to me this morning, because her husband did come through to me this morning when I was driving. They love to just pop up when I'm in areas that, you're like, lose your concentration. So
Wow.
yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to tell you what he said, and then we can talk after that. Okay. But this is what he said. I don't know necessarily what this means. You would know what it would mean. I don't. So this is what he was telling me and showing me this morning. When I sent you that text message this morning, he was showing me a shirt, and as I was explaining to you, it looked kind of like like a flannel kind of like shirt. I mean, I don't know, but that's like what he was showing me. So I don't know what the significance is of that. So when they show me something like that symbolically, that means that it's either something that you're attached to or something that they were attached to when they were here in the physical plane. Okay, so symbolically, I'm assuming that he knows that either you have an attachment to that, and it was something of his. So, I mean, if you show it, if I see it, I'll know that's what he was showing me. That's why I asked you to bring it, because
I
to him it meant something to you. So when they show me,
um I don't. He doesn't have anything flannel. The only thing that is that I wear is this tan like soft jacket. Can you see it?
yeah, so it's soft, though, right? Because that's how I guess he was trying to make me understand that it was soft. And that was how the best way that I could describe it, what he was trying to explain to me. It was something that was soft. So
Okay.
that's, yeah,
Would
something that
that
was comfortable, to him and to you. Okay, so
okay?
that's basically.
Could that be? My brother passed away not about a year before he did, and my brother was attached to a flannel shirt that he always wore.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
There's a lot of people I can tell you that have passed in your line that have come forward, but I had asked them to take a step back because it was your husband that you wanted to communicate with. So when people rush forward when they want to speak to me, I get a lot of messages, and
Okay.
I ask them for me to understand, what they're saying, because otherwise we'd be here all day just trying to cut through what it
Yeah.
is. I ask them that we just have a few moments so we can speak with your husband. And that's when he came forward when I was driving. So anyway, this is what he said to me, and I wrote it all down when I got home. Um, I'm not sure if this was what was going through him when he was passing or during some time. He didn't give me a time frame because there's no time frame there. So you understand that. There's no here, there's what we call linear time. They don't have a time reference there. So he just shows me something, and I try to grasp between what they're telling me, like how long or whatever. So he showed me that he had a feeling in his arm, which was causing an issue, and I was trying to discern if it was connected to his death.
Okay.
Okay, because he was showing me like something about his arm wasn't right. So I don't know if it was a pain he was having or whatever, or if he fell on that side, because I am seeing that the arm was somehow involved in his passing. Um, he brings an image of him by what I call, I mean, the name just came to me, a newel post. So I don't know what, I mean, I could see it in my head what he's showing me. and the word that came to me was a newel post. So I don't know if it was connected to a banister or outside a house somewhere, but that's what he was showing me. That was the name that came to me. I don't know what a newel post is. I never heard of it, but that was the word that came. And he shows me as he was skipping through, like, it's kind of like a movie frame in my head that I get when they're showing me all these pictures, and I'm trying to decipher and discern like what's important, and I pull it out of what they're telling me. He showed me animals, particularly he showed me a dog. Uh, he showed me that he was very happy with this dog. Um, and he was smiling in this, like, in this freeze frame picture he showed me. He was with the dog. He was very happy. So I can see him there, like standing really like kind of erect. And this animal, this dog was like, maybe meant like he was really like proud of this animal.
Okay.
Um, and he showed me some of his like how he was in life. Like, he was a very stubborn man, but very kind man. Would listen to what you said, but he also was very, he would not ignore what people would say, but he was very like definitive on what he said and what he did. And he tended not to worry so much about himself, but he always worried about everybody else, and he tended to put himself behind. This is what he showed me. And in saying that, he brought forward to me, he told me that that when he showed me like a stop frame of him in a moment, and then he showed me like him here, and then he showed me like him there. So to me, trying to tell me that he knew that he ignored whatever it was that was going on, because he just tended to do that. He tended more to be focused on his family and his work. And he didn't think that the little things that he was getting, like, I would say, poked by to take care of himself, he ignored. And that he takes responsibility for not being more aware of um shortening his own life, I guess. That's, like, the best way for me to say it. Um, then he shows me a truck and a dirt road. So
Okay.
I don't know what the significance is that, but like he showed me, like he stopped and showed me a truck and a dirt road. Uh, then he showed me by this dirt road, there was a lot of trees, and where he was standing, I could see water. To me, the size of the water was like a pond, I want to say. It wasn't large, but I would say it was more like a pond, maybe. And I don't, I want to say that it wasn't natural, that it was man-made from the way that I saw it. So it could have been a freeze moment in time somewhere in his life where it was like a snapshot that he was showing me these pictures.
Okay.
Um, then also he showed me and he made me feel that that was he a hunter? Did he hunt?
No. No.
Okay, so what is it that drew him to the woods or to the forest woods? Because he showed me like a lot of trees and like him trekking through them.
He liked uh, privacy. He liked privacy. Like that's the only thing I know. I
Okay.
mean,
No, he never hunted or anything
no.
like that? Okay.
Nope. Fish. Nothing.
Okay. Okay. And then he showed me a daisy, and then he showed me a lot of daisies. So I don't know if that is a significant flower, or it could be something simple, because it was you with the flowers with him, and you were wearing like an old fashioned, I want to say white or off white dress, right? And he
Okay.
stands very proud, and he said that he said to me, I did feel, I'm trying to think if I could read my own hand because I was like writing really fast. He stands very proud, right? And he said, I did feel he said, I did feel emotional at this time. So I'm not sure if that was a significant time or a moment that you had together, but
Okay.
sometimes it's either the flower or how the symbol of the flower is. And to me, a daisy is very simplistic. So either maybe it was your wedding that was very simple. So I'm not sure, but that's what he was showing me.
Would you're saying a daisy, it wouldn't be like a sunflower, would it?
He's just showing me something simplistic. So it was either, it could have been a daisy, I don't know, because there's like no color. Sometimes I don't get technicolor and sometimes I do. But he showed me
Okay.
a flower, yeah. But
Yeah,
it
I
had,
mean, well, we have a lot of sunflowers in our house. That's why I asked.
okay, so it possibly could be a sunflower. I mean, there wasn't, to me, it was just like the feeling that he was getting across to me was that it was something very simple. It wasn't a
Okay.
complicated flower. It was something simple. So I can either take it two ways. He's literally talking about a flower or he's talking about that moment.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Um, and then he made me feel, so I wasn't sure if it was you I was feeling or him I was feeling, but I was getting like a lot of anxiety, like in my chest area, a lot of anxiety, literally where like I would have to take my breath like that. So I wasn't sure if that was
Okay.
him or not, or you.
Uh,
Um, and then he's showing me in a distance, um, again, this body of water. So I'm not sure the significance of what this water means. To me, as a healer, water it means to heal. Water is a cathartic. Water is healing. So, I'm not sure. So for when I talk with you, I'll know if it was symbolic of telling me that, that he sees that you're on a healing path or you're healing, or it literally means that, this was a place or something that he liked. Because I don't know till I actually speak to the client when they tell me these things. Uh,
right.
um, and then he filled me with this overwhelming sadness. And the sadness, not in the sense that he was crying sadness, but a sadness that overtook him is that to him, what he made me feel is that it was a promise that saddened him, that was unfulfilled either by words or deeds that he didn't fulfill to you. So it was something that he said or did, right? I would say words that he didn't fulfill to you. And that saddens him that he left before he could fulfill that. So does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. Um, And then he showed me this brown box, a brown box. Okay. And then he also showed me a bed with iron. The headboard is iron. So I'm not sure if this is when he was younger or if this is in the now. But there was a brown box. I believe that he had stuff in that belonged to him because the brown box he carried in his left hand. And to me, symbolically, when they carry in their left hand, that's like it's taking, not giving. So that was things that belonged to him in this box.
Okay.
Okay, so to me, it was a brown box, but you know, like I said, I don't have Technicolor all the time. Um, okay, so what else did he say to me? Okay, so I don't know what the significance is of the bed with the iron frame. I don't know if it was his bed or her parents' bed or your bed. I'm not sure, but he showed me this bed, very simplistic, but it had like an iron like headboard. And something about the okay, and something about wherever this bed was placed, there was a window, and the window he used to like to keep open because he liked the breeze. So does that make sense to you? There's like a moment in memory and time that he showed me, him standing there and the window being opened. Yes.
Yes. And
Okay.
not an iron bed, but the window.
Okay. So it could, there's so many ways that I can see it. Sometimes they don't. sometimes know how to articulate words to me. So they show me something that makes sense in my way of thinking and channeling.
Right?
And then again, then he went and he put these feelings inside of me of a deep sadness. And this was what I felt from a deep sadness around leaving you. He said he made me feel like a big mess of things, and not enough to take care of. And he didn't plan for his departure.
No.
That that was what he made me feel, that like it wasn't thought of, like there's something that that never led him to believe that he was going, like he had enough time to prepare, but here he didn't. It just happened suddenly. So
Yeah.
I don't know if the chest region was he died of a coronary or a heart attack, but I had extreme anxiety like in my chest, and I couldn't get it to go. I literally was like driving like that. And the onset when he was telling me his arm. So I don't know, but he made me feel like something wasn't right with his arm. So, and that's like what he told me. And then then I came home and I wrote it all down.
He, could that be a warning to me?
Um,
Or
he didn't, well, how he
because
showed it.
I've been having it. That's why.
I'm sorry.
I said I was wondering, could that be like a warning for me? Because I've been having a lot of anxiety, and I'm actually going to the doctor for it. And just the other night, I had tingling going down my arm.
Okay, because this is what he says. I'm feeling an arm was causing an issue, trying to discern if it was connected to his death or to you, just like I told you, and the anxiety. I wasn't sure if it was your anxiety I was feeling or his anxiety.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
He talked about he talked about the arm, and then right after that, it went to the anxiety that I was feeling in my chest. So,
Okay.
and it was a lot of anxiety. I didn't feel like a heaviness or a pain, just a lot of anxiety I felt.
Yes.
So could be, because, I just want you to understand that, he's not here on the physical plane anymore, but he is here, and he does hear you, see you, and he's well aware of everything that goes on, in life. And, and there's like nothing that they can do about it, and do we know the whys of why things happen? No, we don't know. It's just, when it's your time, it's your time, and then you're called home. And I can
Right.
tell you that they're always in a better place because they are going home. So home is safe, home is love. And he has a lot of love and safety there. I can tell you that. And okay, and he's showing me a young woman right now. So do you have a daughter?
He has a daughter. She's my stepdaughter.
Okay. So okay, so is she, because he's showing me like this. So is she close to you, or is she watching you, taking care of you, or was that his relationship with her?
No, there's more of a distance between her and him, and her and me as well. At
Okay,
first, when he first passed away, she was by, but they had their issues, a lot of distance, actually.
okay. So he's aware that, I guess, because he says daughter, and he gives me like a little like space, and then he says close, and then he gives me space. So, and that's like just right now what I wrote. Can you see that?
No, I can't see, sweetie. I mean, you said he said daughter?
Daughter. He says daughter, and he gives me some space, and then he tells me close, and then he gives me another space. So that is exactly what you were just telling me, that she was close, and then there was a distance,
Oh,
and that's
gotcha.
exactly what he means. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So okay. So the home that you were in, is there some references around the home, or what is he saying? Or is there some issues with his children? with the home?
No, no. He has one daughter and there's no issues.
Okay.
The only issue would be that with him, that he was trying to get her back in his life before he passed.
Okay. So
But
what is with the home? He's telling me something about the home. What's with the house?
I'm not sure. There was not no issues between her and the home that we live in.
Okay,
I'm
so
not sure.
maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll talk. We'll figure it out what he's trying to tell me. Okay, so is there anything about the house that is not right, or you have concern about maybe? Because I think that's where this is coming in. And she
That I
may,
have to, that she might have something.
no, let's
that
go to you. It may be that she may be the one that may help you, I think. I think that's what he's trying to tell me. So do you have any concerns with your home? Let's go there first.
financially, yeah, but other than that, I mean, I
Okay.
can't think.
Has she offered to help you?
No. I haven't talked to her for a while. She'll send me a text here and there, but telling me she loves me and asking me how I'm doing, but that's about it.
Okay. So I guess maybe his concern, well, he told me the home right after he spoke about the daughter. So like a concern around the home. So
No.
a female close to you, maybe if it's not the daughter, maybe
My
it's
sis,
telling me that
my
someone's going to
sister,
help you.
my
Maybe.
sister.
Okay, so maybe someone's going to help you in that area with that, but it is a female. So,
And
um,
he's always appreciated her for doing things, help for being the way, for helping me and loving me the way she does. My sister and I are very close. He's always appreciated that.
okay. Okay, so then that's maybe what he's saying. Okay, so what's with these? You have a cat?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so does this cat like, I guess meow or mew, whatever they call it, at a certain time during the day?
There. Well, there's a cat that's not ours that we live with, help take care of my brother-in-law, and she's older and she meows just for no reason. And then our cat just meows all the time since he passed away. So I don't know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, it's at a particular time, this cat, he's telling me, that's when you know that your husband's present. That's what he's telling me. So this cat is,
That's when.
yeah, at this time. Yeah, the other cat is probably missing him and is aware that he's there, but he can't see him, but he senses him.
So wait a minute, the cat that you're saying meows at a certain time. What
Mhm.
did you say that has to do with him?
That he is aware. So it kind of like they can sense, animals have real good sensory with people that have passed. So the other
Okay.
one is missing him. The other cat is missing him, and the one that meows at that time means that he's literally like there. So the other one
Okay.
is just mewing because he's missing him a lot. Because he
Okay.
can sense his energy that, when they're there and they're present, they have a really big energy. Okay. His
Okay.
energy is within their home. And then the cat sense the energy, and when the energy rises, the cat sense it more. So
Gotcha.
it's just, like repetition. They can sense him there, and they can sense when he's not there. So you'll see more activity in them when he's around, because the energy will increase. Okay. But he is just
Okay.
a cat, because he said the
Well,
cat.
maybe I won't get so irritated now then.
um okay. And did he have like a place like on the couch or someplace that he always sat?
Couch, the mostly the recliner, but couch too. Usually the recliner though.
Okay, so is that where the cat stays?
No. Uh, he, like I said, he spent more time on the couch than a chair. But the cat does sleep on the couch more.
Because that's where he's familiar. That's where that's where they can sense his energy most of the time. Now he showed me a kitchen. There's something wrong with the light in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, yeah, don't always come on, yeah.
Okay.
Is he showing you a light in a bedroom that always? Because there's a light in the bedroom. It's a touch light, and it never happened when he was alive. But I keep it on now that I don't sleep in my bedroom anymore. But I keep the light on all the time, and at least 3 to 4 times a week, that light will go off. And at first, I just overlooked it, and then I was like, "Oh, is that you, baby, talking to him?" And then I started doubting it. And then when I started doubting it, now when it goes off, it flickers every 10 seconds.
Electricity is very easy for them to manipulate because we are energy. So when that happens, say hi to him because he's there.
Well, I thank him now. Yes, it puts a big smile on my face, and I smile now. Yeah.
Okay. And he's telling me that you're not in 100% health. Is that true?
No, I'm actually going through the doctor's process this week.
Okay.
Having a lot of tests done.
Okay,
I
so
had a heart attack a couple years ago. I had a massive heart attack about 6 years ago, and now the doctor is telling me I'm having all these tests done, and the doctor's telling me that my heart's not. They think I might have another clog.
okay. Okay, because he's not cooked, because now he's centering around he says I know he he's telling me I know that
Oh,
don't get mad.
you broke up a little bit, honey.
He knows that he should have changed. Oh, okay. He's saying to me, so don't get mad at me. This is the message he's giving me to give to you, that he
Okay.
knows that he should have changed eating habits, so you would have changed yours.
Okay, yeah, he got on me for that all the time.
Okay. Well,
That's yeah,
that's the message from him, not me.
I understand. That's him, most definitely.
Um, so what? Okay, he takes me back. Did he have a truck?
Yes, he had a little gray truck. Yes, he still has it. Yes, but there's an issue with it right now.
Is that your only means of transportation?
It's no means of transportation right now because the motor locked up.
Okay.
I'm in the process of trying to get another vehicle.
Okay, because he's telling me that you could sell this truck, that he thinks that you are holding on to it for like sentimental reasons. So was that the reason why maybe he didn't want to do anything because of sentimental reasons?
Yeah.
Well, he's telling me to tell you that go ahead and do that because he prefers to see something useful for you or something that's just sitting there not doing anything. He said, because I'm not in that truck. He says, I'm in your heart. Okay. So if you need permission, he just gave it to you. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's with the mailbox? Did he have an issue with the mailbox? Or was he waiting for something?
What is it?
Was he waiting for something? Because he's showing me the mailbox. He's showing me the flag up on the mailbox.
He always waited for the mailman. I'm waiting for something, but
okay. I love when they give me these things. See, you would only know these things, not me.
right.
Okay, so is there an anniversary coming, or was there an anniversary that just came?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay. This is
July the 8th. July the 8th.
This was marriage.
Yes, we were married for 21 years and together. We've been together for 31 years. 21 of those were married, were marriage. July the 8th would have been 21 years married.
You want to hear something so crazy? You want to see how beautiful God is? My birthday is July 21st.
Oh, really?
Right? So you met me and I'm reading you in the month is how God puts you. See that? My birthday was the 21st. So I was supposed to meet you.
Oh, that's great.
Things always happen for a reason.
Yeah.
And okay, do you have like an old, he's showing me a table, an old-fashioned table.
Old-fashioned table.
Right. To me, he's making me feel old-fashioned. So that means maybe it might have been before my time or an older piece of furniture, but it definitely is a table. It's not something modern,
Not that I know of.
something that you eat off of. What is it that you eat on?
Oh, just a regular table, but it's not old.
Is it modern?
It's older, but it's not, again, it's not old-fashioned. I mean,
Okay.
it's not antique or nothing.
No, he's not showing me
About
any.
20 years old. It's about 20 years old.
Okay, that's old.
Okay, yeah, okay. So is that what you mean?
Yeah, because he's showing like it's before like something that I wouldn't recognize. So that's how he made me feel. Okay, so what was it about? Was he very like everybody had to sit at the table and eat dinner at the same time? Was he very much like that?
No, but him and I sat at the table all the time.
So
But
that's a memory that he's giving me, sitting down and having, a meal. That's a memory that he has that he's sharing with me because he's showing me sitting down and having a meal. And he showed me the table first, so I knew what he was talking about. What else? Okay, so let's go back and talk about this dirt road. Where is this dirt road that he's showing me?
I'm not sure. Unless he's talking about where we used to live.
Okay, so is that the first house that you lived in on that dirt road?
We used to live in a old subdivision where our very first home was.
Okay. But
And there's actually water there too.
okay, so now let's talk about that post or something there that was odd. A newel post, that's what keeps coming into my head, that word. I don't know what a newel post is. So something, either he stood by something that was in the house, maybe on a banister, I don't know, or on a porch. But this is where he's showing me a memory, a dirt road, the water. He took me right back there again, dirt road, water, and this newel post. Either it was a post, maybe, I don't know what it is. But he's telling me, so you must know what it is because he's repeating it to me.
I have to think about that because I don't know what a newel post is. I have to look it up.
Me either. So it's kind of like round, maybe a little bit, I want to say, on the top.
I don't know.
Okay. But he took me back to the dirt road and with the water. So that's a memory in time for him that he's remembering. Was he raised on a farm?
No.
Or do you have farms by you?
No, we don't have farms by me where we are. I'm sorry?
Who has animals?
Who has animals?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of, I don't know, unless it's something like back when he was younger.
Maybe, because he's showing me like animals. So was he raised on a farm or near farms?
I don't think so. I think he was, I don't know about when he was like young, but he was in town like for his teenage years. So I'm not sure. I'll have to ask around about that.
Okay. Because he's showing me like animals, I would say like farm animals or farm area, kind of like. So he liked animals, basically. That's what I'm feeling from him. He liked animals.
Okay.
What else? So did he pass in the house?
Um, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, they took him out here in an ambulance and was trying to resuscitate him in the ambulance, but he pretty much died in my arms.
Okay. Was it a heart attack?
No, he had a GI bleed that made it that his heart couldn't take.
Yeah, you froze.
I'm I don't know of medication that was mixed.
I couldn't hear you.
That may have caused his GI bleed. I said his it wasn't a heart attack that he passed from.
Okay.
It was a severe GI bleed that led to his heart stopping. As far as the GI bleed goes, I'm concerned about a couple medications that was mixed together that causes that.
Okay. So was there the cat?
There's a, you hear the cat?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. So what he's saying, so is that the questions that are still left unsaid within you? Is that you actually don't know if he passed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So those are the questions that are still left within you that you're not quite sure if he passed by misuse of the medications that were giving him.
I'm not sure. Not misused. I believe that he was prescribed medication that is known to cause the GI bleed that he ultimately passed from, and that was from another doctor. His original doctor had prescribed him first another medication that if you use them together, it greatly increases the risk of a GI bleed that will cause death.
Okay.
I
So
had autopsy. I had an autopsy done. There was no there was no sign of no cancer, no anything
and
like
what was
that.
the cause of death on the certificate?
You know what the cause of death on the certificate was? GI bleed, natural cause, unknown. That's what was on the death certificate.
Did you ask for an inquiry?
What do you mean inquiry for as far as who?
As far as why it happened and if it was
I asked the ER doctor of what happened, and he told me his heart stopped. I said, "Why did his heart stop? Something made his heart stop." He's asked me if he had cancer or anything. I said, "Not that I know of." He asked me if he was on any kind of blood thinners, and I said yes. And he asked me what kind. When I told him what kind it was, he was done with the conversation and told me, "I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Shade. Have a good day."
okay. So if I believe, I don't know what state you're in, but I believe that you can ask for an inquiry. So because that's kind of like what he's saying, because he's telling me that you're not getting any closure there. And also I want you to understand, I don't believe in closure. Due to the fact that we can still communicate with people and our loved ones who've passed. So I
Right,
just say a continuance, and
right.
he can't give you the answers. All he can do is tell me kind of like he's telling me questions, get your questions answered. That's what he's telling me. This way you can
So
have,
basically, I should pursue.
yeah, he's telling me to get your questions answered so you can have peace.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Um,
Huh?
okay, so okay, so he said he's okay. So that I was wondering if that's what I was feeling, but there was a lot of anxiety. So this was probably your anxiety that I was feeling.
Yeah, maybe because that's what I'm going through this week. There's a bunch of tests trying to find out what's wrong.
Okay. Okay, he's telling me now to tell you that you can't sit in the house 24/7.
Yeah, I knew that. He was an outdoorsy guy.
Okay.
I'm dealing with this medical issue that I'm not using for an excuse, but the thyroid problem and stuff is making me so non-energetic. It's crazy. Like I have no energy at all.
Right. And also depression does that too. And I feel you have some depression also.
Oh, I have
I can feel
a
you.
lot of depression. He was my soulmate.
I understand that, but understand that he's with you. Does that make you feel better? He is with you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Actually, that's when I started like getting better with things. Like I was in a very deep depression where I just laid and cried all the time until I started, until I started like feeling him close to me, and and things happening around the house. And
But that's a good thing because you have to go through the grieving process. It's very important for you, for your body and your emotional state to go through that. And that's
yeah,
healthy for you.
my sister went through it with my dad, and she had to teach me to be open to it,
Yes,
to accept it,
right. To accept the feelings, understand what they are, say what they are,
Right.
thank them for coming, and let
Oh,
them
absolutely.
do whatever they have to do, and then you can let them go. That doesn't mean you're letting him go. That just means that you're trying to heal your heart, because it's
Right.
important that you're okay. Because if you don't if you don't run through the process of grief and heal, you're hurting yourself, because emotionally your emotions will start physically affecting you, which they have. So I would say, since your husband passed tenfold, your symptoms have increased. That's what I'm feeling in you. And your physical condition is deteriorating because you don't have a good handle on your emotional state. So, just because he's not there in the physical world, does that mean he loves you any less? No. Does that mean you need to forget him? No. But you do need to come to some kind of place within you where you can find this peace to heal, because that's important for you, because he doesn't want to see you ill.
Oh no, it made me happy to know that he was still around
Yeah.
and that he could hear me. And no, it made me happy. I was a lot worse than I am now.
You
Until
will.
then, I would never laugh like this. But now
Good.
when I walk my room and the lights off, I laugh and say thank you, baby.
That's good though, and you can ask him before you go to sleep at night to come to you in your dreams. And that's really easy for them to do that, because it doesn't require a lot of energy for them to come into your dreams.
Oh, okay.
You can say, I would like to visit. Just
Okay.
say, dear God, I would like to have a visit with my husband tonight. Can you have him come into my dreams so we can talk? You'll either remember or
Okay.
you won't, but you'll wake up with a different feeling.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions that I can answer for you? But definitely you need to get to where you need to go and get yourself taken care of.
Yeah. No, you did a good job. Thank you so much.
You're
So
welcome.
much for this.
I am honored to do it
Um,
for you.
my sister wants to know how can she begin? Would she get on your website and start from there? She wants to know how she can start. I mean,
Start
get
what?
in touch with you.
Oh,
She,
I'll
our brother who passed away as well.
Probably the one trying to bust through early.
Hey, my sister said he was probably the one trying to bust through earlier.
yeah,
He's very persistent.
yeah, and you have a mom and dad that also passed, correct?
Dad and a stepmother.
Okay,
My
yeah,
dad and stepmother, yeah.
yeah. You have quite a few people here, and I also have children, a couple of kids.
Children. Couple of kids there too.
Brody. My
Brody.
grandson.
Okay. And I had some that didn't make it or weren't born into the world. I have one,
Huh.
feeling one. Miscarriage maybe or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just have her, you have my number, just have her DM me, to send me
Okay.
a message.
Okay.
And then we can set something up. Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, I'll be back in contact with you.
Okay,
At another time. I'll wait a while.
Okay.
And but my sister says she loves you already.
Oh, you're welcome. But please let me know how you're doing, okay? I want to know that you went to the doctor and you're okay, all right?
Will.
Okay.
I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Yeah, well, not the results yet, but I'm going to the doctor.
Be positive, and
Have a good day.
he said to start eating right.
Come on. Okay, I will. I will. Please tell him I love him.
Tell him.
Well, I
please.
can tell him I love him. I
Yes,
can tell him I
exactly.
love him.
Okay, it was my honor. And don't forget to let me know how you do, okay?
Thanks. I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye.